Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and relapse as we build in Cities Skylines 2. Today we are continuing growing the city in the train and timber era is really what we're calling it. And we are currently sitting at a pretty good unemployment rate. I think what I want to do at this point is actually get a little bit more actual production because we're doing a ton of timber and a ton of grain. I think we probably could get some actual industry in at this point. So we've got our one sawmill here. I think we probably could get a little bit more coming in. And I think what we'll do is we'll put one down here. And then I kind of think I want to get another train line going, which is going to be a problem because we're getting some problems with trains in here. We're having a bit of trouble. They get confused in this little section right here, but I have routed waypoints so that now the cargo should be coming all the way out here, and hopefully that'll work. But we are going to need to have a line that goes from the sawmill down to the cargo harbor. And at some point, I mean, I think I mentioned before at one point that I'm a little tempted to get a train line that goes around this way, just because it might be useful. But I do think we're going to see industry pop up here. Just trying to decide, do we want industry there? This area needs to be reserved for more passengers. I suppose we could get industry out here. Where is the wind blowing? Yeah, the wind is blowing really strong here and away from the city. So that could be a great spot. Let's do that. Other side of the rail yard. We're going to get industry in here. We've got a bit of a hill, but I think we can work with that, especially, what do we have up there? We've got a train line, and it comes down. Okay, actually, yeah, let's come in here. We're going to bring this side of that train line down a little bit like that, and then we should be able to soften this quite a bit here. Maybe make it a little bit smoother here from, let's go to there, smooth that out. Yeah, okay, that's gonna work fine. Just smooth all of this pretty well, and then soften the terrain around it, and we should be able to get some nice industry in here. Yeah, that hill is gonna be much better now, much more manageable. We've got a bit of cutting here. Well, actually, that isn't too bad. You know, we've got this trail coming through. I do want to come down, and we will get this just a little bit better here. And of course, that happens then. These maps that were in the base game are really hard to work with at times, because you do have these little terrain issues that you just gotta work with. And if you're not good with the terrain tools, then it gets really hard. So I think beginners can have a bit of a challenge with the base game maps, but there we are. I'm pretty happy with that. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna put industry up in here. And, you know, maybe eventually we get another cargo station up here. I love doing trains. If you have not watched me do Cities Skylines before, then you haven't realized how much I do with rail. But we're going to bring the roads in like that, and maybe follow this contour line a little bit. Although, no, you know what? We're not going to have Kirby. We would have a grid in here. It's just a matter of where the grid is going to go. I think it's going to come off here. And again, we'll do our nice little grid here, 70 by 70. I think this will be a nice size here. So I'll go ahead and get this in here. Okay, and that's going to be the start of our industry. And, you know, as I was building this, I got thinking, you know what we could do, actually? We have the surplus right now in our monthly balance. Why don't we come over here and turn on our cargo harbor? So we're going to turn it on, which is going to make it cost a bunch of money. We're going to turn on this rail yard. And then I want our cargo line, our external line, to come down to the harbor instead of to the sawmill. And then we're just going to have an internal line connecting the sawmill to the cargo harbor. And then we're going to get another one from here connecting to the cargo harbor. And then this is really going to be our industry. Out here, we'll probably get something else. More residential, probably, will work there. Yeah, okay, so we're going to redo some of our cargo lines here. So we're going to pause and come in here, and we're going to delete external 1 entirely. Actually, we'll delete both of these because we're going to redo the whole setup here. And external 1 is going to start over in here at Holloway and make its way down to Cargo Harbor and then back. And it should be a pretty smooth route there. Let's go ahead and come in here and name that external Holloway. And we're going to get 1 train on there. Yeah, definitely not 4. I guess we'll have 2. It has a minimum of 2 on that one. Then we're going to get a line from the sawmill. From the sawmill, if we can click on it, there we go. And we want to come along here. Get the waypoint in the right spot. And then come all the way down here. Then come back and make sure the waypoint goes in the right spot again. We're going to get a waypoint there and a waypoint here just to have extra control over that. And then that is going to be internal sawmill. And hopefully only 1 vehicle on that one. Yeah, there we go. Then I want another one. This one is going to be a little bit harder because it's going to come from here, and what we're going to do, actually, we're going to bring a rail off like this. And it's like a siding track here. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to start here. Going to come here to the waypoint to turn around. So that we don't turn around on the main line. And then we're going to come down here. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to, again, stop at the waypoint, turn around there, and then come down to there. And then this is going to be another internal line, which we will name in a moment. So we're going to unpause and let all of those lines get started. And then what I want to do is a couple things here. One, we're going to add industry in here. We are going to need another... No, we can't add another rail. That's the only thing I wish that the cargo harbor could do, is have an additional rail line in there. Now this yard is not functioning because we don't have a road here yet. So we're going to go ahead and get a road here. And I am already doing paved roads here for the industry area down by the port. Just the way it is, I want that to be set up, and that should get the yard working properly. We probably had a whole bunch of trains come out of this one. We've got passenger line there. There's a train coming down here. This one is turning around properly, it seems, but then we're stopped here. You're trying to get here. Why do we have 2 here? Why do we have 2 trains on that line? Probably because I forgot to tell it that I only want 1 on the line. Now we've got a backup as trains are trying to figure out what to do. We're going to give that a little bit of time, and we'll get some industry in here. And like I said, we're going to try to keep... We're going ahead with some paved roads in here. I am going to get a curve here, though. Bring this out to here. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can get a little bit more over this way. This road can continue like that. And then I'd really like it to be angled this way. Yeah, that should be a good start for industry. Bring this down here as well. And actually bring it all the way down to that key. And then we'll bring this alley over like that. Okay, then we can come in here and we're going to get industry all up in here. And that's going to provide a ton of industry. And we have taxes high on things that we don't want to have spawning just yet. Let's see if these trains figured out their issue yet. Nope, they did not. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and just delete that one. Let the trains go away. And then I'm going to recreate that line with the game paused and make sure I set it to only one train. Okay, there we go. So that is set. Hopefully this will work now. We did just have this one come out here. This one is set to that one. Yep, okay, very good. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to say that our entrepreneur, Harrington, if you recall, he built this road and he owns these timber things. But he bought up a whole bunch more land out here. And now he's going to build a little town here. So he wants to get a road that gets up and over his thing. But he's also working with the railroad. And they're going to get a passenger station in here to connect it to the city. So what we want is we're going to level a bit here to get the train station in. And hopefully this will work out well. If we put a train station... yeah, like this. I wish it wasn't so big. Just want one track here. But we'll get this here. And then we need to, let's level a little bit more. And then we're going to do a little bit of softening here. Like that. That should work. And then we should be able to get the road on this side. A little bit steep, but not too bad. That gets us up the hill. So we'll start with that, and then we're going to come in here and we will get a road this way. Can come in here, and that can go all the way to there. Then we can come this way and get a train line coming out of here. So we want the rail to come along like this. And yeah, that is going to work out really well. I like this. Bring a line there. And a line there. Or like a track. So then we can get passenger line from here. And we'll get this on another track here. There we go. And that can come out to here. So then I want to come in here and we're going to do a district area. And we can actually start to name quite a few things here. So this area here is going to be called Harrington, not Hillside Way. And then we can name this the Harrington Cargo Station. And this one is the Harrington Passenger Station. Yeah. So then we just want to get a little bit of stuff in here. I do want, first of all, we're going to get a little bit of commercial by the train station. And then we're going to bring in some roads over here. And because this is done by a prospector, we could have a little bit of a different grid. I think we'll go 105 yards. And then we'll keep the 70. But that, I think, pretty much fills this area in pretty good. We'll get just a little bit of housing here. Not too much, and we might... I mean, this area might grow as things get going. But for now, that should work. And then Harrington can expand out in there with timber as well. But now, unemployment is super low because we just had a bunch of industry come in here. And I like that. Cargo Harbor is seeing more trains. Are you functioning properly, though? I'm going to watch it for a minute. Yep, we've got trains working there. That is good. And is this area functioning? Yeah. We've got our passenger trains coming in. Very, very nice. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I think it's about time to start building up a little bit. Because I want to leave, actually, I guess we could build... Oh no! Okay, well, we crashed. It happens. We're going to come in here and we're going to get some of this back up. And get, yeah, we had that there, and then we did a little bit of building over here. We're going to go 100 yards. 106, all right. And then up 70. And over. And up 70 again. We're in the right spot there. I guess so. 70 yards. Not happy with me, but that's okay. Again, it's going to work just fine. We can come in here and we're going to get some residential here. Just let that fill in. Okay, and then we want to come over here and we can get residential in here. Just a little bit. We're going to save that arterial for other stuff. We do have some space over in here too. And I'm saving that for green space, but we'll go ahead and get some houses in there. Yeah, just going through and like filling in the little spots that we can fit just a little bit more housing in. Okay, I think that's it. So from here, we have a few options, and I think the option we're going to do, and I'm just going to pause the music so I'm not listening to it, but we're going to go up. We're going to build up, and we're going to think about where we're going to go. I think here, eventually, this is going to have a big boom as we eventually get a like bigger harbor here. But for now, everything is centered around the train station, especially because there's now a train that goes out to Harrington. So they could take a train and get out there and maybe make their way out to the lumber mill. But in terms of building up, we're going to go ahead and start that. So what I want to do, and the problem is I don't want to get any alleys in, because when we upgrade these roads, we're going to lose some of our space, and we're going to have to be really careful when we upgrade. Yeah, it's going to be mad at me. If I take this off, I just want to see, will I be, yeah, I can do that. And we will be able to build pretty much straight in, like overlap where we're at, and lose just a little bit on every side. But that'll make the block really small for things if we do alleys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the houses out, and then we're going to switch to the marquee. Go ahead and destroy these. And we're going to go ahead, actually, I guess we could get the alley. Well, no. I think they're going to be 3 by 3. Let's go ahead, and in this process, we will start to pave. So we're going to take out that much for now, and then let that all despawn. Okay, so now, like I said, we're going to start upgrading to paved roads, and we have to be careful here. But we're going to come in here and try to get this as centered as we can. And then bring it straight across. And we're going to visually do this. But that should upgrade all of that. And then we're going to get another one here. No, I hate that zoning. It's going off of the dirt road. Oh, but you know what? We're going to upgrade the dirt road too. I mean, that other way. So let's go ahead and do that first. We'll do that, and then we're going to see where the zoning comes out. And this may be a major problem that we have. Yeah, I do not like that zoning. This is going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and take this out. We're going to redo what we've got here as they build their streets a little bit different now. But what we're going to do then, we'll turn snapping back on if we can. Nope. Will that give me an angle though? Yeah. Okay. So we can visually do 90 degrees this way. Then we'll come in here and do 90 degrees from here. I still don't like that. This... We may have chosen the wrong grid size. Okay, so options here. We could just redo the whole grid. I think that's what we're gonna... I mean, not redo it all at once, because that would completely destroy our city. But what we are going to do is we will come in here and we're going to upgrade this road on this side. Keep snapping on now. That'll make things a bit easier here. And while we're at it, I want to see what happens if I just upgrade. Yeah, see, this is going to make... That's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to make all these people really mad, but that is what it is. Okay, so then we're going to come in over here. And what I want to do is we're going to get snapping back on. And I still want the 70 by 70. But it's going to be a little bit different. I think I still want 70 by... Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I mean, we could do 3 by 3 for the... see, the problem is 70 by 70 is what, 210 feet? I'm going to check some of the grids in real life really quick. Okay, I just checked one of the cities that I'm using as one of the main things that we're doing is Aberdeen in Washington. And that one, the grid is like 368 or 370 feet per thing, which would be about 120 yards. So what we could do is we could just do the larger square. Yeah, you know what? Okay, we're going to come back in here, and I'm going to get this back in place. Just these roads real quick, and I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, so now we've got these roads back in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take... Actually, maybe if we just leave those in place. If we come in here... No, because then we still have to do it without snapping. We're going to come right in the middle here. And come down like that. And the same thing here. Start there and come all the way over to here. Yeah, no. Then we're going to take those roads out. And now, okay. What we'll do is we'll take all of that out. Turn snapping back on. We're going to come over here. And in the middle here, what I want is like here. This is going to go... I'm going to go about 140. I guess it doesn't have to be precise. There will be slight variations in this, I think. Yeah, it's mad. There we go. And then we need one in the middle of this, I think. Where is, how far is that? 240, yeah. So we need to come over this way, 140. Oh, you know what? We've got a road here. No, that is all messed up still. I mean, I guess it'll work. Sometimes you can double click and get some of these things to be a little bit different. That'll be fine. Yeah, that will be fine. We'll keep... Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to come in here, and that is reserved for commercial, but we will come in this way, and see, this is going to be too big then. I don't want it that big. We're going to get an alley in here now. Okay, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to rip out, when we redo zoning, we're going to rip it out and we're going to go 122 by 122 and then put an alley down the middle. So we go this way and then this way. We get about that. And then that is not 122, so we're not going to put that in yet. But we will come in here and we'll get this. I mean, the alley will not be precisely in the middle. It'll kind of vary a little bit. But we'll do that, and then we can get some buildings in there. So then we can come in here, and I want to get townhouses then that are on the shorter side. So this is 6 long if I go from here, whereas it's 5 long this way. So we're going to go 5 long, 5 long. And I think that'll be about what I want. This is not zoning on the right side here. Again, sometimes this game is so incredibly frustrating. What we're going to do is 3 deep in each spot. This is still not getting it in the right direction. And maybe it's because we don't have too much demand. There we go, 3 deep. And then we're going to bring in 3 deep and 2 deep. No, no, no. I don't want you to do that. See, now it's not putting the zoning on this alley. If we come in, though, and I bring this in now, no, it's not going to redo the zoning for me. All right, we're going to take that all out. And I think it may have just moved the zoning this way. Yeah, we'll let that go. We're going to bring it that way. We'll leave the alleys out. This one, it wants to go a different direction. We'll figure it out. And I think that grid will be okay. Really wish we could keep the one that we have, but the roads just aren't going to work out for us. And that'll be fine. Oh well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on the video on the screen now. It will take you to the next episode in the series. If it is out, it might be members only. They get an early access preview for only $1 a month. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care.